Quick turnaround, folks. We are back with some more of group number 4.
Looks like you had to take off your sweater for that.
It's getting hot. We're sitting under LED lights for the last 2 days. It starts off chilly, but man, this Paris Games Week Expo gets packed, and it's starting to get a little hot. These matches are getting closer. And the elixir trades are being more positive.
And the tile placements are just so perfect every time.
I love to acknowledge perfection.
I love the perfect tile placements.
We're going to have Matt and Ming.
That's right. Ming from Shanghai.
Oh, Lava Hounds are going to be coming back. Let's go ahead. I'm just going to pull up really quick this clan here so I can see when they start. But we'll let you guys know. So what do we see that worked against Hounds? Expo and Hog.
Inferno Tower if you can execute the defense, but there's always that miner that sneaks in the back anyways. It doesn't care if the miner pops or not.
We've seen miners chip. What's your favorite way to stop a miner?
Anything on top of him. You usually have...
That won't take tower damage and doesn't lose elixir.
It's basically anything. You can use skeletons and ice spirit. You can use guards, mini P.E.K.K.A., and you can counterattack from that. You do have about a quarter of a second to react to that, but you have to have the unit hovering right in that area.
Yeah. That'll be...
and this is where the phones come into advantage, where you have that shorter throw distance.
Yeah. It's either shorter throw or have a finger where you want it to go.
All right, so it looks like the opponents do have their decks ready to go.
We're jumping in. Here we go. Matt and Ming, game 1.
Both of them standing at 10 elixir. Lava Hound in the back, and then a
baby dragon up front. He's just going for some quick tower damage.
I'm going to call this right now. Matt has a golem deck with the baby dragon.
Oh, I love it. I'll let you try to call this one.
Tombstone, definitely that golem deck. So Ivan's going with that Lava Hound. It's not going to get pulled by the Tombstone because that Tombstone actually needs to be planted one tile to the right.
There
like I said, the golem predicted
you're
from a baby dragon.
7. I just made that up. Inferno Dragon Lava Hound. I love it. This is going to be sweet.
Amazing.
Golem deck versus Inferno Dragon.
And then that Golem isn't going to deal any death damage to the Inferno Dragon just because...
Archers are pretty good right there on defense.
Yep. How did I call it? I saw a baby dragon with one card down, and I already knew he had a golem.
Yeah, you were right. You were going to say that Inferno Dragon plant was where the golem won't path underneath it because of the Tombstone, right?
Yep. So what Matt's going to have to do now if he has Tombstone back is he's going to need to plant it one tile from the river and 3 tiles from the King's Tower. That's good news for him that both the Mega Mins are taken out, so he doesn't have to worry about any of that. Oh, that is so perfect.
He gets extra value because of a half a second or maybe a second difference in the swings.
Very interesting that he's planting the Tombstone to counter the trickle of the other Tombstone.
Okay, so he has arrows. I don't know. They must have just... they were probably in rotation, but he now is going to use those for the pups.
This is going to be a very close match. What's very interesting about Matt's deck is that he doesn't have anything that's really zappable or you can use a log on. So the archers won't die to zap or log. And the Mega Minion is a superior minion in terms of tanking. Inferno Dragon going in the back, that's very interesting. I personally prefer not to play the Inferno Dragon so early, just because they could plant anything in the front. But if it locks onto the Golem, then that's very good news for him. With the archers distracted by that Lava Hound, that Inferno Dragon's going to town. Is that death damage going to hurt the dragon? It does a little bit. And meanwhile, with the Lava Hound on the bottom, tanks everything. Lightning goes in.
Drops the lightning, but the archers are so low, it goes for the Tombstone.
Wow.
We all know that if you hit the archers, it would have been better.
Yep.
That's the quote of the day if you're just joining us.
What we found out in the tournament is that if you lightning the archers, you're going to win.
Yeah, hit the tower and 2 archers, take out the back end of their push, and you're okay.
A little bit late on the Inferno plant, or
I'm concerned,
Tombstone.
How do you get a Golem past an Inferno Dragon when you don't have a Zap or Lightning? And if he does have Lightning, is he going to play it soon?
He's going to need to do some very good defensive plays right now for some positive trades before he can even think about putting down the Golem. Right now, there's just so much chip damage going on.
Oh, he thought about it, and it's been done. That Golem needs to outpace that Mega Minion. It won't. No. It won't. And the arrows and then the log can take out the archers if he wants.
Just look at the value of those archers. He had to use the logs to take them out. Even the arrows couldn't take it out. Those Golemites going in, they do some small punches, but...
Now, this is what he's doing, the same thing that Trimax was doing earlier. He has to put everything at the bridge, Matt. Otherwise, the lightning and the arrows are just going to cycle once and take his tower.
That's right. If Matt doesn't keep applying pressure, what's going to happen is that...
Look at that, right at the bridge.
Is going to have enough to lightning twice. Or lightning and arrows.
What are arrows? They're just under 100, 98, right?
Same damage as the log, pretty much.
So, yeah, he would need to log arrows and lightning.
Lightning on that Inferno Dragon is not going to stop much. It did stun it a little bit from reaching maximum damage.
Oh my gosh, the Golem is going to take it with
get
16
one more hit.
versus
Who's going to get the first one? He gets it with the Golem Might.
Oh my
20
gosh.
health. Wow, that Lava Hound.
Basically a Spear Goblin versus a mini Golem Might hit.
Oh my goodness. That was intense.
What a
that Lava
start.
Hound was just one hit away. 20 damage. Lava Hound does the damage of one Spear Goblin.
That is so insanely
And one
close.
Spear Goblin wasn't enough for that.
What have we seen? One person needing to cycle a couple spells versus a person keeping up insane lane pressure at the bridge. And it's worked out for the bridge person twice.
And Matt has just been applying so much pressure that Ivan wasn't able to cycle to log, arrow, and lightning it. He could have sniped it with those 3 spells combined.
It was the most annoying amount of health, though, where it was all 3 of his spells he needed.
He needed all 3, but he would never have all 3 at the same time because he would need to use that defensively.
Yeah. I think it was because there were archers in his deck. He couldn't take them out easy enough.
Yeah, he had to log and arrow the archers at one point.
Okay, this is going to be a
Jumping
good round.
into the second match. Best out of 5, by the way, so Matt has 1 victory so far. Miner going in. How do you feel about splitting Skeleton Army? Because on the left
right
side,
there it looked okay, but
on the left side it didn't seem like it provided any value at all.
Yeah, maybe in double elixir when you could support it a little bit more.
Yeah, very aggressive Princess Plant in the front. Gets logged out, so the log deals just as much damage to the Princess for 1 less elixir on the tower. Golem going in. It looks like he does have an Inferno Tower.
Deep and away pull right there. Both towers can lay into it. Yeah, they're just going to abandon that Golem.
When was that balance update? The last one that we had? A few weeks ago?
Yeah.
Yeah. So a few weeks ago, now that the Golem does death damage, it can kill minions in 1 hit if they're hovering on top of the Golem. Goblin Barrel going in from that side.
Now you got me thinking about the date, so I'm just going to drop it. It's not adding to anything right now. It was recently, guys. So here we go. We've got...
This is the third time we've seen Ice Golem being played. I think it needs to be played more often. It's just provides so much defensive value.
It's only going to get better.
Especially after November 1st, the Ice
balance changes, yeah.
The Ice Golem is going to kill a Skeleton Army in 1 explosion for a positive elixir trade.
And we mapped out a battle earlier where that would have changed the course of...
history.
A mini P.E.K.K.'s life or something, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it was something that the baby dragon was shooting, yeah.
It was game altering.
Yeah.
So what's really interesting is that
of
Matt
history.
is doing a 4 tile plant, 4 from the river and 2 from the tower. He could have planted it 3 away from the tower just because there's no support units.
That's always scary, seeing that Mega Minion following up those Golemites just at full health. Even 1 swing is worth it.
But what's really cool is that the Ice Golem slowed that Mega Minion by 35%, so it only got 1 hit off. Otherwise, it would have gotten a little bit more. Which is kind of funny to think about because an Ice Golem is a ground unit.
Wow, that Miner Lightning combo, that was interesting. What happens if they put down guards? Did you still go commit with the Lightning? Again, he's not pulling it as far as he can, but he wants the archers to aggro on, right?
Yeah, he could stand to plant it 1 tile below and still aggro onto the archers. But he's not going to let that Inferno go down with that Ice Golem tanking for those archers. Very value log.
Will just get them barely because of the Ice Golem.
But that Mega Minion is at full health. 1 strike, 2 strikes. If it gets 3 strikes, it's over for them. Goblin Barrel will not be enough to finish off that tower. Last second Miner, it's going to get a swing off if he's lucky, but...
That tower had so much surrounding it right there. The Tombstone, the
just
archers,
amazing play.
the Baby Dragon. These are the plays we've been waiting for right here. These are some elite moves.
Ming goes and takes the victory for the second match for a score of 1-1.
What do you think he could have done better with the Inferno Tower placements?
He was playing them too far forward, and and not to say that he doesn't know the knowledge, but when you're up there on stage, there's a lot of pressure. The cameras, the lights are all staring at you. Everyone is watching you on the spot.
Because I picked that fact just because it was the only thing you sounded like you didn't fully agree with when we were watching that live.
Yeah, the Inferno definitely should have been planted 1 tile below, but
that's tough. The the Mega Minion defense required a few too many of his cards.
Yeah.
It was just...
And the only reason why I'm so attuned with the tile placement is because I probably spend 80 hours on each video, so I'm...
And you play, you've played the Graveyard, what, 400 times already?
Probably 500 with this morning.
It was 100 yesterday, it's 500 by now.
Yeah.
Even on our 0.56 megabit.
It'll be a little bit over 9,000 gameplays by tomorrow morning.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow, you're going to be ready for the King's Cup.
My body's going to be ready for that.
That'll be fun.
So
I'm going to criticize every Inferno Tower placement of yours in the King's Cup.
But there are going to be some very skilled players in there. Some of the tournament players I know that are going to be attending, there's about at least 5 of them. Combined, they have 500,000 tournament cards won. So it's going to be very tough competition for us.
What's that in perspective? Tournaments, was it for 15,000 chess cards?
Yeah, but they do have over 100,000 cards won in grand challenges as well.
Wow, that's pretty up there.
Consistently scoring first place. These guys are the elite of the elite.
That's going to be quite the grind. And like we've been saying for the last 2 days, we're looking for something to clarify what to use. And there really is no clarity. It's anything is winning right now.
Yeah.
We're seeing Expos win, Hog Rockets, Lava Hounds, Miners. The Miners seem a little unstoppable right now. I
just love how there is no defined meta. There's no rock that beats everything, whereas last time it was Giant Bowler is the best deck. But
yeah, that's interesting. They're about to start up, but now that I think about it, the Golem has won 2 in this series.
It has. It's going to start seeing a scene.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, Golem's
Phone
coming
Cats
back.
in the chat. Big shout out to Phone Cats right now.
Yo, P-Cats.
Matt going in with that Princess in the front. Countered by the Log, they do about equal damage, but now Matt has Elixir disadvantage. Bowler in the back.
That's a good way to make up for Elixir disadvantage.
Yeah, let's see some whole wheat action from that Bowler right now. Going into the Ice Spirit. The
Hog. Straight to the tower, and oh man, that's almost 4 swings, or was that 3? I think it was just 3. All right, Mega Minion. The Bowler is still alive, coming back.
And just look at that Infernal placement where
the archer goes
on both
around
sides.
the outside.
That is beautiful.
That's.
But that one archer just doing work on that one tower. It did so much damage with that Bowler tanking in front. That
one
Inferno.
archer did almost as much as a Hog with 3 swings.
It did. Just that one Bowler slipping past.
So what looked like an Elixir deficit in the beginning, it's all right.
So it looks like Ming is playing that modified Giant Bowler deck that he was playing in the Shanghai tournament. The biggest difference is that they're now carrying a Tombstone with a Mega Minion and a Log. So that Giant doesn't get through with that Inferno Tower, and then that Bowler's just going to get demolished by that Mega Minion unless he has a Lightning.
Wow. So he elects to let that half-health Bowler run its course on the tower because he has the Tombstone backing it right there.
That's right.
Finds the Lightning of worthy value.
Things are going to get a little bit more heated up with 20 seconds left until overtime. Ming is going to have more Elixir to deal with a bigger push. And Mats is going to have to keep cycling and applying that pressure with his low-cost Hog Cycle deck right now. That's the downside of planting the Princess so front. Gets taken out by the archers, and they're both... That archer on the right side is this value.
A single archer is as annoying to deal with as like Spear Goblins just coming down the lane, even 2 Spear Gobs.
Yeah.
You don't want to waste a card on it, basically.
So we're going to be expecting a Bowler very soon. He could have enough Elixir to save up for a Lightning, which we could expect very soon. He might be possibly waiting for him. No, he does not wait for the Inferno Tower damage to ramp up. So that Giant doesn't make it to the Inferno Tower.
But that the 4-3 on that
look
one
at that Bowler.
4-2.
Goes for a strike. Takes out every single Skeleton army with that
bring out
perfect
the rocket
angle.
and catch the Bowler, sorry.
That is Matt playing the Rocket for the first time, but he's at a huge disadvantage now. Does he have enough to cycle back to that Inferno Tower, or will that Giant make it to the tower? With that Bowler providing so much value, no.
Princess clips it. Ouch, this Giant Mega Minion right here. Oh, he predicted the Scar Me.
So with that prediction, that Hog is not going to be enough to deal damage to finish off the tower, and Ming finishes off with that clutch Mega Minion right there.
Those prediction arrows definitely just put Ming in a 2-1 position, but it wasn't even that. It was that whole match. He was shutting down that Hog pretty well. The Bowler is very difficult with the Tombstone pairing for that Hog.
It is.
Yeah.
But that prediction arrows in the end was just so clutch.
Yeah, just like no thinking, just threw him at it. Yep.
Yeah, because he knew that he didn't have the Inferno, so the next logical solution would be to
if you had put down a card because you didn't have the Inferno and you're fighting for Elixir, you're going to go for the 3 over the 5.
Yeah. With the Inferno, it doesn't reach maximum damage until 4 seconds in. And he knew that, Matt knew that that wouldn't be enough time to take out the Giant to save it in time, whereas the Skeleton Army deals burst damage immediately on the spot. So that was the most logical defense.
It's cool that they're very skilled with a lot of different decks.
Yeah.
So they've both won with Golem and then Giant Bowler for Ming. So
it's such a close match between both of them. They have just really good technical aspect of the game, and I just love watching these matches.
I'd like to see them both play Golem against each other because there hasn't been a Golem versus Golem.
There was a little earlier.
Oh, well, just with these guys, I mean.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, that's a fun grind. But it's kind of just like playing Giant versus Giant. You want to just get the bigger counter push going.
Yeah.
Oh, man. These are some good matches.
Right now, they're just settling in on which decks they need to use, so it'll be another moment.
What's up, Twitch chat? Thanks, you guys, for tuning in today. We got you on the screen over here. We'll answer some questions in the intermission if there's any downtime. But we've got Game 4, going in right now.
Game number 4, best of 5. If Ming takes this, it's going to be a good game for Matt. Going in with the Archer split in the center. Both of them with the Tombstone. But they're not doing that spiral thing that you crave for.
It's a positive Elixir trade.
Not quite yet.
It's only when the Tombstones are going to opposite lanes and they perfectly outpace the tower's arrow. But it's Golem versus Golem with Tombstones, so wish granted.
It's like they heard you. They're running that log baby dragon deck. They're both most likely running an identical, if not exact deck.
And this is not an easy deck. I queued it up and played one. I mean, obviously it takes some skill to learn it, but I put these cards in a deck. It's not like an auto win or anything. It's definitely takes a high skill cap.
It's a high skill ceiling deck where you have to have very specific conditions where I've noticed that you never plant the Golem unless you have a Tombstone on the map first, kind of to bank up your Elixir, so to speak. And look at that big push right there. That Mega Minion dealt so much damage. 1 minute in, and that tower is almost done. And Ming has a Lightning, so this is a very bad news for Matt right now. This is the same Ming Shen from the Shanghai tournament. Do you think he'll be winning another prize?
I mean, it's very likely. Up 2-1 right now. Up over 1,000 tower damage. He's got the Lightning, so he's not even going to worry about that other tower. Matt's looking a little stressed. Ming's looking pretty focused. What devices are they playing on for an orange juice comparison?
Looks like Matt is playing with the phone and Ming is playing with an iPad. Usually with a phone, you have more thumb throw distance, so you have faster reactor time.
Yeah, these are a little different deck-wise here.
Looks like there's an Ice Golem.
Archers, unless... Yeah, there's no arrows up top, so just a little difference there. And it makes sense because there's nothing to arrow.
Matt's Tombstone didn't pull that Golem, so that Golem is just punching away at that tower, dealing so much damage. Ming is dealing so much right now. With a frontal Golem plant, very aggressive. I feel like Ming knows that he can't really defend against the Golem right now. So 30 seconds left. Do you think he's going to Lightning the right side?
I don't know if he has to, but if he wants to make it 2-0.
Just applying so much pressure. There's not much Matt can do right now. The Golem explosion just takes out that tower.
That baby dragon push is a pretty good one right there, but
that Ice Golem was planted just a little bit late.
Yeah. There's the Lightning. So the decks differ between arrows
and Ice Golem.
And if you think about it, there's nothing to arrow in the Ice Golem deck.
And there we have it. Ming just annihilates that Golem versus Golem deck. Do you think that the Ice Golem and the arrows made any difference?
I do. I think if it was a Golem versus Lava Hound matchup and you had the arrows in your deck, then you'd be sitting okay. You have a couple different things you're going to want to arrow in that situation.
It was actually a little risky that Ming wasn't playing the arrows, but he was obviously calculating that and trying to predict what his opponent had.
He was set against a Lava Hound or a Miner like cheap bait cycle deck.
Yeah.
Because the arrows and the log. So he was ready for multiple different swarm units, but Ming took a gamble, I guess, and it paid off.
Yep, so that is the first round of the day for them.
Yeah, we've done, I think that's still their first round.
So they have 4 more
matches this fourth group here for you guys to watch live. But the first round's wrapping up. We've seen 2 different matchups.
Yeah, so it's the same Swiss-style kind of format where they're going to have 5 matches. Or 5 rounds. Of those 5 rounds, they're going to be playing best of 5. So Ming takes it for the first round with a victory.
Getting some Twitch chat right now as I'm just checking in with you guys. Surgical rocket glitch. Everyone's talking about this rocket glitch. We're going to have to...
I'm going to not say that rocket glitch out loud. It's too much of an advantage.
Oh.
There's also a zap glitch.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't even know what they were talking about. That's why I was like, was it in the tournament or what's going on here? Oh, we'll go ahead. Ming is good. Ming is pro. Yeah, those were some high-level gameplay battles. Let's see if I'm going to pull up these charts and we'll see.
Ming win something around 50,000?
Oh, yeah. I think it was over 50,000 and when you convert it to dollars.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was something crazy.
And I'm Canadian, so that's a lot of funny money for me.
That's a Graveyard and Inferno Dragon, the two that you need.
That's all I need. If I won that tournament, I could have afforded a Graveyard by now.
Yep.
But
let's pull up these brackets. I'm going to go to Group 4. And then we'll see here how many have been reported.
Right now, it looks like the number one place is Awk with 2 wins.
There's already reports of, people finishing round 2. So this is so you guys can see here. You can see it's Group 4.
And by the way, you can access this yourself. If you type in the chat !bracket, it'll pull up the link to this website.
You'll go to tournament. So we've got Awk. A lot of these haven't been reported, obviously. But a few players have played 2 rounds. You could see Ivan right there with the win. You could see Baby Star with the win.
Let's pull up Ivan's stats right now. See if this is the updated stat. Yep.
Yeah.
And then let's check out Ming.
And then let's check out Ming. Matt and Ming.
So it looks like Ming's stats haven't been updated quite yet, so he does have 2 round victories. Looking very good and promising for him.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. So we'll be back to that soon. We're gonna get another match set up, and then hopefully it's gonna be as close as these last couple have been. We saw a 3-2 and a 3-1.
Yeah.
Still, the battles felt closer than the end result, in my opinion.
Yeah. It's really interesting that Ming had the Ice Golem in that deck. I mean,
yeah,
the balance change hasn't happened yet, so the Ice Golem doesn't take out the Skeleton Army, but
it's just a good non-arrowable mini tank.
Yeah.
I mean, no tank is, but a good addition to the Golem deck.
And like I was saying yesterday, where that balance change is just so strong with the Ice Golem. It's going to make it so overpowered. It's kind of an indirect nerf to the Skeleton Army.
It's going to make it so overpowered. You heard it here.
That's right. So it's really cool because the Ice Golem is going to be able to tank maybe 2 shots from a Musketeer, and then when it pops, it's going to kill all the skeletons for a positive elixir trade.
Yeah. All right, so there's just a bunch of commotion while we figure out the next round. So I guess we'll take another short one, but don't go anywhere because you saw how quick that last break was.
Yeah, hopefully we'll be able to spectate some surgical goblins.
Yep. And we'll go on from there. We'll see you guys as we continue the rest of Group 4.
Stay tuned.